Hello, welcome to episode 55 of the Screen Age podcast. I'm your host, Connor.
And I'm Rodrigo.
This should be a normal enough episode. I can't imagine anything weird happening.
No, it should be okay.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
And if I tempt fate, then it's just more entertaining. If not, it's more informative. So here we are.
Exactly.
Okay, what do you want to go into that? Oh yeah, that's gone to shit fast, hasn't it?
Let's go movies, I guess.
Good. Okay. Let me ask you one question then.
Do.
Have you heard of The Last Duel?
The Last Duel. I don't think so.
Do you know why you haven't?
No.
Because millennials and their damn phones is why, apparently.
Okay.
So, let me explain this. Ridley Scott, who's come up quite often in our discussions, especially looking at Gladiator 2. Move swiftly on from that. Has released a new movie. Actually, what's funny is I know a person who worked on this movie. He's a scout leader friend of ours, and we're like, hey, my god, that's really crazy. But he released this movie called The Last Duel, and it bombed hard.
Okay.
And Ridley Scott has genuinely now come out and just said the reason for his movie flopping was because millennials rely too much on their phones and they have to be told things by the screen. And we're like, oh, you didn't advertise your fucking show, your movie. You didn't advertise it at all. There was no advertising campaign.
What does that mean, though? Surely if you would have advertised it, because we're always on our phones, we would have seen it and gone to see it. So if anything, it's his fault.
Yeah. If you advertise it at all, no matter where you see it, like if you saw a billboard, you'd go, oh, I know that name, I know that person, because fucking is it Adam Driver? Yeah, Adam
it's
Driver.
A big cast.
Yeah, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, they're all in it. If you show us their face, you'll go, oh, cool, we'll do that. And now it's just like this random show or movie. I keep calling it a show for some reason. Just appears, and the only reason I know of The Last Duel is because I literally spoke to a member of production about the movie, and I saw a single trailer of it.
Yeah.
One, and I didn't even see that much of it.
Yeah, I'm just baffled by his remarks. Because rating-wise, his movie didn't do bad.
No,
like the ratings are decent.
Movies, yeah, it's just the money it raked in was pretty much negligible.
Yeah, it only brought in 28 million.
Out of?
But what was the budget?
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, so
budget was 100 million. So it didn't break even at all. Not even close.
Barely raked in a quarter.
Yeah, just about scraped that in. Yeah, okay, I understand the frustration, especially because if the movie wasn't rated poorly, like it's a good movie, just people didn't know about it. I understand the frustration, but again, it's your fault. I didn't hear about this at all. You know, like, do a bit more like advertisement. This came out in October as well, and we're only finding out about it now.
It came out when?
In October, and we only found out now.
I thought it came out halfway through this month. That's the thing, because my parents only spoke about it like, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago-ish, which like would have been around the 8th or so of November. So it would have been around then, so it would have been out for a few weeks at that point. And my parents were like, oh yeah, have you heard about this? Like, oh yeah, it's this, I know a person who worked on it. I'm going to keep shoehorning that in because it's a really cool fact of mine. But like, it just kind of came out of nowhere. I saw a single trailer of it since. Like, it says, oh, trailer spots and even longer clips were released, but I haven't seen any of them. And that's saying something, especially about us, where we every single week will go through and comb through things, that we will look for trailers that have been released and all this type of stuff. So the fact that we didn't even see anything about it really highlights how bad this marketing team was.
Yeah, because if we're actively looking for things and don't find it, you know, you didn't do a good job.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and even apparently that the trailers they did edit together didn't even focus like the actual the talent in it. It just focused on the story. Like we regularly say, okay, don't show us too much in trailers, but show us enough to get us hooked. I
Yeah.
think the main thing you show in a trailer is who the fuck is in it.
Yeah, just milk the, like, look at Dune. Right, look at Dune. I think Dune's the perfect
Oh,
example.
look at Dune.
Zendaya's in it for a like, that movie's about nearly 3 hours
Mm.
long, and she's in it for a collective like 13 minutes, right?
Was it 9 or 13?
Something like that. But if you look at the trailer, she is in every single scene. Why? Because they know people will go like, "Oh, Zendaya, let's go watch that." They probably showed you her whole screen time on the trailer.
Easily.
But they know what they're doing. They're like, okay, people like Zendaya more than they like Timothy Chalamet. So let's just Shamalama Bing Bong. That's what I.
No, okay, actually, no, that joke is fine now. There's another context where that's not.
And so they were like, okay, Zendaya, let's just put her everywhere. Put her on posters. Put her on the trailer. Put her to react like to trailers. To just the whole thing, and that's what they did. But like, when you have a cast of 3 massive names in Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and the other one, and I forgot already.
Adam Driver. Oh my god.
That's what you have to show us in the trailer. Just continuously shows those guys. You know. Well, that was poor. But
actually, just mentioning Dune for a moment. I love, for some reason. This is also another thing you just reminded me that's in, like, talking about Zendaya. Apparently, I don't know if this is as a like an already kind of early hype train for part 2 of Dune, or if it's just like, again, trying to get exposure for part 2, but using Zendaya still. She has come out and teased her like the fact she's gonna have more to do in the second one than the first one.
yeah.
I like, everyone knows that already.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows anything about Dune is going to go, yeah, she plays more of a part in it. And anyone who is interested in Dune after watching the movie will do a little bit of looking. So they're already going, hey, look, Zendaya's going to be in this more the next part.
Look at this, Zendaya's gonna be in the second one. Yeah.
Oh, so like some of the headlines we saw.
True, though,
One of the
like,
ones I saw today was Timothy Chalamet was blown away by Zendaya's performance. You're like, you're just saying one name, another name, and good. This didn't even do that.
Yeah. It's like the Spider-Man trailer. Like, they literally were like, okay, we can't really show the other Spider-Man if they're going to be in it, but let's drop a couple of fucking big ones on screen. Let's throw in Benedict Cumberbatch. Let's chuck him in a good chunk of the film. Let's throw in Molina. Let's throw him in. Just fucking show their faces, and that's what they should do, you know. But they don't.
Yeah. They hardly even showed a fucking trailer on this end of the world. So like,
I say your parents are only talking about it because it's coming to Disney Plus like next week or something.
Is it?
Yeah, straight to Disney Plus. So yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's manic, and then obviously they blame millennials on the phones, like an old man shouting at a cloud. So,
oh boy. Yeah. So I went to the cinema the other day, and I saw The Eternals.
the other day.
Yeah.
Was this like 3 weeks ago?
No, this was like Thursday.
Oh my god, how long has the Eternals been out?
Oh, like a month.
Alright.
But yeah, so I went to see it, right? And everything I said was 100% true. That the film is awesome. It is really, really cool. But there's just so many characters to be introduced and explained that when some of them die, it's kind of like, okay, I had no emotional attachment to them whatsoever. you know.
Mm.
So I was like, if they had an origin story of them coming to Earth and doing the whole thing up to a certain point, and then doing this movie after this would have been a lot better. But
Yeah.
but they didn't. But that's I just want to say that. But when watching that, I saw a trailer. Have you seen the trailer for House of Gucci?
Okay. I need to do specify for some reason when I'm back in Waterford, my laptop has shitty Wi-Fi connected to it, so we are having major technical difficulties here. All I heard was, "Did you see?" So you're gonna have to go through that again.
Oh, have you seen the trailer for House of Gucci?
I have actually. Yeah, that looks fucking awesome.
It does look really awesome, but I want to focus on one person in this trailer, and that is fucking Jared Leto.
Oh yeah.
What? That's insane.
Yep.
I think that is one of the craziest transformations I've ever seen. You could look at him all day and never guess Jared Leto under that makeup and whatever the fuck he has on his head. Is insane. Like, we saw a trailer for Morbius as well, and I was like, that's Jared Leto. And then the House of Gucci trailer came up. That was the first time I seen it, and I said Jared Leto. I was like, that's Jared Leto.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
literally giving
God.
you a either side of the spectrum type of thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. It reminds me a lot of the Penguin there in the Batman one with Colin Farrell. It's just you can't recognize it, and it's just insane how good this like makeup can be nowadays and stuff.
In fairness,
It's
even
mental.
just his transformation between things is just crazy. He is like one of the few chameleons that are out there.
Oh yeah, he can fit into anything. It's mental.
And like there can always be a thing where someone tries to be chameleon and that's their whole thing.
Yeah,
But like you don't know about them anymore and you don't see them anymore because you're just like, okay, you're going from one to the other. And it's a difficult thing to do because you have to be able to do it all. Like Christian Bale is a chameleon, Gary Oldman is a chameleon, Jared Leto certainly is a chameleon, Johnny Depp certainly used. I hope he fucking someone gives him a shitting job at some point because
we love that man.
we do love that man. So yeah, but like
Hopefully,
Jared Leto is definitely an actor that I think is like a few people are don't want to admit he's good. I'll definitely admit that he is really good.
Oh,
He is
yeah.
a really good actor. But I think a few people like see his personal life and it goes like, oh, he's a bit unusual. It's like, yeah, so is most of the people in Hollywood. What the fuck do you want from them?
yeah. Like, if people don't realize that, at a certain point when you have so much money and so much fame and you've literally everything, you're gonna go a bit like mad. Like, you're gonna start doing some crazy shit to just make you kind of feel normal, I guess.
Yeah, and some like depending on your moral alignment, you would like not even moral alignment, just personality. You will either do things that are crazy eccentric, or you'll do things that are just flamboyant.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like take a look at The Rock. He has more money in the world than any person could ever want. Well, and that's saying something because he's probably far from the richest person in the world.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of like flamboyant and nice things as well. But Jared Leto does a lot of eccentric things too.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I do think he gets judged a lot by that side of it, and he gets a lot of criticism for the Joker in the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah,
and he gets a lot of hate for that.
but at
as
least
well.
that's like the Joker is at least in context of a role he's played.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, but again, it's I don't like when people judge a whole actor from one performance.
Yeah.
You know, like he had a bad one. You know, it was a really bad Joker or whatever. But he's been in other great things. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. What else do you have?
You may have to take over for a second because I need to rejig my laptop. What else do I have in movies? Anyway, I did have something else. Misha thinks.
Misha thinks. I have not.
Actually, I'm not.
So.
This may be a really short one, which actually might be a good thing for our laptops or my laptop because it's not great. Last thing I will mention in movies wise, I just saw it there, was we are getting a bit more, just like actor reactions to the Batman stuff. You
Okay.
see, Zoe Kravitz came out and said things that how like that it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that to affect me, but it is.
Like, I'm super excited for that film. Everyone knows that. But
Oh yeah.
one thing that I never understood with films is when actors come out and like super hype and like super praise their film. Of course, you have to praise it, but like at the end of the day, are you really gonna come out and be like, "Wow, that was the worst film I've ever been in"? You know, you know?
Yeah, we've said before,
Yeah.
and I still think if I look hard enough, there's definitely something out there.
I'm sure.
There's
No, I'm
definitely
sure
someone
there
out there
is.
who's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm definitely sure, especially maybe for like a low budget one or something like that. But like, could you imagine if like Robert Pattinson came out like next week and was like, "Wow, that was the worst performance of my life." People, the whole movie would just tank straight away, you know. But yeah, I find it a bit weird when they do that. You know?
Yeah. But they're actually, speaking of people coming out and talking about their new movies, I just remembered there was the other thing I wanted to talk about was Jessica Chastain's going to be in a new like female spy movie,
Okay.
and just from seeing a few of the screenshots, I'm like, this looks gritty, and it's called an action thriller, and those two words I'm delighted to see in context of a female spy-led movie.
Yeah.
That action thriller with Jessica Chastain in it, and she says how, because one of the things that she's saying is that that Hollywood has been getting female spies wrong, and saying that this is going to like change that.
This one gets it right.
I would be, oh yeah, I would be more happy. I would be delighted to see if they just get this type of really gritty type of what is that? That's not a picture from it, is it? Kind of, yeah, like. Yeah, I really want to see if this is just gonna paint female spies in a good, a much better image than they have been for God knows how long at this point.
Yeah.
And that'll open up a whole load of different things, because I guess again the main thing that people were questioning about with James Bond is why isn't it a female? I'm like, because it's James Bond. There's another role should be made for them, and now another role seems to have been made for them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So fuck yeah, I like this looks a bit better. This looks actually more thriller like, and I hope they stick with it, that it's more thriller than action, because Jessica Chastain, well, she was in Zero Dark 30, and that was like, she was great in that, and that was quite an action thriller. So if it keeps it to that level
Yeah.
of like thriller style, I'll be delighted with that, and I think this will actually do pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hopefully anyway, because we do. I think her comment of we get female spy movies wrong is 100% right.
Oh fuck yeah, absolutely correct.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head that I was like, you know what, that was actually quite good.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is. Maybe Ocean's 11 probably, but that's not really a spy movie.
no, it's a heist movie.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Ocean's 11 actually.
That's good. That is good.
Can I share the really? I can't share that story.
I guess Red
Yeah, I
Sparrow.
can't
was
share it.
good.
What's Red Sparrow?
Yeah, that's the one with Jennifer Lawrence back in 2018.
Was that good? I haven't actually seen it.
I heard it was good. I think I watched it. I can't remember. I think I did.
I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, before we move on, wait, do you have anything else to say in that before I say something?
No. I'm just happy to see that thriller spy movie come out with all female cast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I can't wait for that. Does it have a title or anything yet? It's like
What?
that movie.
Oh yeah, sorry, it does. The 355.
The 355. Okay. Don't know what that means, but okay.
Me either. The 355. No, probably a squad or some shit like that.
Yeah, probably. But on Thursday when we were watching the movie, and the trailers came on, I turned to my brothers and I was like, what was the first trailer? I don't know. It was like, it was I think it was House to Gucci or something like that. And I turned to my brothers. I was like, if we chant Batman loud enough, will the trailer come on? And then literally the next trailer was Batman.
Oh my god!
Yeah, which then I found really strange that they would play a DC movie trailer in a Marvel movie. I found that very weird, but I just found that very funny that we said if we chant loud enough.
I say it's more. Yeah, I say it's more superhero to superhero, but yeah, the fact that you tempted fate by shouting it, yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, we can move on now. TV or games?
Go TV, because there's a big thing I want to talk about in games.
Okay. You probably haven't watched it. I haven't watched it either. But Hawkeye.
I know you're going with this. Yeah.
Hawkeye dropped on Wednesday, I think.
Not one, but 2 episodes.
Oh, 2 episodes. Yeah, so Hawkeye dropped 2 episodes on Wednesday. I heard it's good. I heard good things about it. But
I saw the word mediocre being thrown around.
Really, as well. So I heard good things. I heard mediocre things, but I haven't heard it's bad. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard like.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't heard it's bad.
Well, but it's just, I feel like it's
mediocre being bad.
It's it's a weird show, you know, because it's Hawkeye. Like, so the hype for this show was never going to be there, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I like Jeremy Renner.
We like Hawkeye and we like him, but were you as hype? Like, were you excited for this?
No, because I'm not excited for any fucking Marvel thing anymore. I just don't care about Marvel. It's so there was a headline somewhere. I wish I could see it again, but it said that 28 Marvel movie and series coming out. 28.
28 what? You cut out there a little bit.
Marvel. Oh fuck it. It's 28 Marvel and TV shows coming out.
Oh, that's so
28
many
projects.
That's too much. It feels suffocating.
Oh yeah, that's why I just don't watch any of it.
It feels way too much. Like, yeah, like I feel like they're trying to do. Like after Endgame, they were trying to just kind of rebuild because it kind of ended, but also while rebuilding, rake in as much money as they can. You know, they were like, okay, what can we do? Okay, Hawkeye, yeah, fuck it, let's make a Hawkeye show. Wanda, people like Wanda, yeah, let's make a Wanda show. Loki, yeah, go on, go on. You know, it just feels like that, you know.
Yeah.
Ow. But
28. I'm desperately trying to find it.
Yeah, that's too much, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's the main thing with Disney that we're giving out about is that there's 28 fucking Marvel things, not one Star Wars thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think that's the most annoying thing. I think that's one of the big downsides of Disney acquiring all these fucking businesses. Is that
oh, do you hear they're gonna spend $8 billion more dollars on? That's more, not just like $8 billion on content, because that itself sounds fucking crazy to me. They're gonna spend $33 billion on content for next year.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of content.
Yeah, that's $8 billion more. We spent $25 billion this year, and look at all the shit that we get. They're gonna spend even more.
Yeah, like it's insane. And I like I was saying that all these acquisitions might seem like a good thing because look, they're all coming to Disney Plus and this that, but at the end of the day, they have way too much. They have too much things that they can't do them all, like Star Wars and Marvel. So they're like, okay, these are two big ones, but which one's making me more money now? Marvel, so let's just pump out Marvel, and eventually we'll get to Star Wars. And I feel like that's going to happen a lot with a lot of these shows and movies and stuff that should be coming out from all these different companies and stuff. They won't, because they're just being kicked down the line because other things like Marvel are making more money.
Yeah.
Which is quite annoying.
Oh, it's very annoying. There's no kind of about it. It is just like we're just like if you just think about like screens and just the entire community and whoever watches shows as a sponge, there's just nothing else that we can absorb, and it's all just one type. It's all just Marvel. And it's just like this oil that just sticks within that sponge that just will never leave. And that's the worst part about it, because no matter how far we get into it, there'll still be people who will watch it religiously. And they're always going to be the people, and there's more of them as well, because nowadays being a nerd has such less of a not stigma, because stigma's probably too hard of a word, but like it's not looked down upon anymore. It's so normal
cool
to be a nerd now.
Like a nerd,
it's cool to be a nerd, which is annoying because we were nerds before it was cool. So like the fact that it's all just Marvel, the fact that the other side of the nerd realm is getting barely any love, but then like DC is the only ones that's trying to push against it by giving us more gritty stuff, and they're going to get a lot of like praise from it. They're going to get a lot of audiences coming to their shows and shit like that. But it's different with Marvel and Star Wars because it's the same fucking company, and they're just like, we'll leave that off for a bit. It's like, you're too afraid that you're now cancelling movies.
Yeah, definitely. And it is very annoying. Like, it just like you said, there will be people that will continue to watch all these shows so religiously, and shows and movies from Marvel, but at a certain stage, it's too much. It's too much of the same comedy, action shit that we get from them. Like there can never be a serious part of a Marvel movie without someone cracking a joke, and then the seriousness continues. And it's kind of like, no, let's like, if it's a serious moment, stop making it so like for children. And like you said, that's headed like where DC's trying to head is more like gritty, R-rated type of content that is moving away from Marvel, but they might be doing it like too soon, if you know what I mean. Like, people aren't ready for that, and eventually Marvel will move to that, and they'll be like, "Oh, look at this revolutionary shit," and be like, "No, DC's been doing this for years." And I feel like R-rated, grittier superheroes is where everything should be headed, but it's not.
Yeah.
But that's our Marvel news for the week.
Oh yeah. There'll always be Marvel news now for next while.
Always, yeah. Well, what else do you have?
I just discovered something.
What did you discover?
And I've just this headline, and that someone's been sentenced to death in North Korea for smuggling in Squid Game.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so there's this guy. I think he's from South Korea. And he was trying to get copies of Squid Game into North Korea. Why? Don't know. Don't know why he was attempting that. And then got caught and executed.
Yeah.
Or well, he's not executed yet. I think he's sentenced to, but
he's getting it.
We won't get into it because politics and stuff, but nah.
But just the concept that someone is getting like publicly executed.
Yeah.
Probably. Because they smuggled a show into
mental.
a country.
It's so backwards.
It's just surreal, really.
Yeah.
That's some like Fahrenheit 451 shit where you can't, like, they burn all the books. Like, that's
yeah.
Actually, bit more realistic than that. But like, oh,
Yeah,
it's fucking weird.
it is. It's weird. But
But yeah, we
yeah,
won't get into that though. It's dark.
yeah. But Mr. Beast made a real life Squid Game. Did you
Are
see
you
this?
shocked?
No, I am not. But I just want to touch on one thing. I know it's not TV, but it kind of is because Squid Game. He's getting a lot of flack, a lot of pushback, and a lot of criticism for doing this. First of all, he's not killing anyone, you know. Obviously.
I mean, it has to be told that or dumb.
Are dumb. And then there was the sets that he built are amazing, but do you know the tug of war one?
Yeah.
On screen, it looks like they fall in this foam pit, obviously because they won't fall to their death. But it looks like they're really, really high up, and if anyone like fell over, they would fall to their death. And let me tell you something. Have you ever heard of editing behind the scenes?
Yeah.
They're literally, that platform is about maybe 6 feet off the floor, and then you fall into a foam pit, and that foam pit is maybe like 2 feet off the floor. Like, you're not dying, you know. And people are like, "Oh my god, someone could have got hurt." No, no one could have got hurt.
Look, give someone enough of an effort, and they'll get hurt on anything. You put a giant, like a 3 foot thick foam padding on the ground that's nice and soft, someone will still get hurt. And I speak from experience. No matter what the hell, you're gonna get hurt. But like, it's not gonna be serious, especially if it's like a 6 foot drop, because even if it's a fucking 10 foot drop, that's when you're pushing the realms of, okay, our bone might get broken from here.
Yeah.
But a 6 foot drop, no, you might if you land awkwardly. But even by the looks of it, the chances of them falling off that is ridiculously sorry. Even in the fucking show, it looked ridiculously difficult to fall off the thing from the sides.
Oh yeah. And no, and they had railings when as well. So no, like, people just love to complain. They just love to pick.
Like, this isn't new.
Yeah. Now, I would have loved to take part in that because the winner walked away with like $490,000. And everyone that participated got $2,000 anyway, even if you won or lost. So I would have done it myself.
Absolutely.
I mean, I definitely would have signed up.
Oh yeah, I know. That sounds fun as well.
It does. It sounds like a good evening out.
Yeah.
Like,
God, it's
a bit of fun, like.
But no, fun's not allowed nowadays.
No, definitely not.
God forbid.
God forbid we try to have something cool. It's always shut down. Yeah. God forbid our fucking equipment works, huh? Yeah. That's two things that we can never get.
Well, unless I'm on Cork.
Yeah.
Christmas
break,
TV.
it'll be rough.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Do I have anything on TV? No. I don't think so. No.
God, I don't either, actually.
That's,
Which is weird because I thought like it looks like I should, but
yeah. See, it's more. It's like it's all just Hawkeye. And
it's Hawkeye and shows being teased like
the Mass Effect,
Better Call Saul,
Mass Effect TV show.
Well,
that might be
is
happening.
I doubt it is because they won't get help from the writers, I'd say, unless they get a big enough paycheck.
Yeah.
And Mass Effect isn't exactly in the good books in the world at the moment, especially with Andromeda.
Oh yeah.
It's not really just there anymore. It's like looking back on it. It's just in the history. It's in the annals of history at this point. But like I can't imagine a show being made of it. And I saw like something else being like, "Oh, The Expanse is a good is a proof that a Mass Effect show works." No, you can never look at one show and say this is why this show will work. Like, you don't look at a fucking, I don't know, Star Trek show and go, oh, this is why Star Wars work. They're both sci-fi. Like, no. No. No, to be probably more to the point, it's like looking at The Witcher, seeing how that works and saying how Wheel of Time will work, or Shadow and Bone and Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not how you do it.
Yeah.
It's depends on what they do.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
shows if it depends if the show works or not. This will actually be one of our shortest things. I think we're making it short because this is going to be hell to edit.
Yeah.
I guess we can move on to games since we're already talking about them.
Yeah, let's go to games. You go, because I have one really cool thing. Unless you want me to go, I don't mind.
You go, because I want to talk about the Golden Joystick Awards.
Okay, so as we know from last week, we talked about it for a little bit. The Xbox 20th year anniversary happened. Yeah.
Yes.
And they released this virtual kind of like metaverse museum. So you're able to go in and you can walk around this thing just as a figure. You don't actually have anything. And you could go through like the whole history of Xbox, like from the original Xbox and like when it was released and a couple of big games that were released, and etc., which is really cool. You can go see that. But the cool thing is, if you sign in, you can go look at your own history of Xbox.
Oh, what now?
Yeah, so I'm in mine right now, right? And now
I blew out my mic, by the way.
I haven't had my account for a long time because I changed my account for a while. But like the first thing you do is like, how many games have you played? The total achievements you've earned, the number of rare achievements you got, your gamer score through the years.
So wait, what's this on? Is it on the Xbox itself?
No,
or is it
on PC.
You probably said it, but I cut out.
It's on PC. So like it's called museum.xbox.com. You can see what was your first console, your first game you played, the multiplayer game you played the most, the first time you signed in on each console, the game you played the most, your first achievement, and all this. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, I would love to see my first achievement.
So cool. It even shows you like your top games of all time.
Oh hell!
It's awesome. It is so cool. Now mine is quite small, but I can only imagine your one.
Imagine mine, yeah.
Your one's gonna be insane.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I have to give. Oh yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna do that when I get back up tonight.
Yeah, definitely do it. It's awesome, especially because have you had your account since the original Xbox or no?
No, I had mine since 2009.
Okay. Okay, that's fine, but you'll still be able to see a lot of history there with yours.
Oh, yeah. Again, I'd put it this way: there's another one of our friends has it pretty much as long as I had, maybe a little bit longer, but he's at what I think it's like 33,000 gamer score. He's had it pretty much the same length as I have, and I have 178,000 gamer score.
Okay.
So I would fucking love to go through all that because I love. There's a website called True Achievements.
Yeah.
I mentioned this to you plenty of times. What I use when I achievement hunt, I'm still one of those people that does that. Absolutely love it. But that tells me like some of my history as well. But it leaves out some of the things, and it's a computer software, or it's a software that has to go through different things. So it's obviously gonna leave things out or miss things or something like that. So since that leaves it out, an official Xbox one telling me how good I am at this shit, I can't wait.
Yeah, it is really cool because I heard about it and I just clicked on it this morning and I was looking. I was like, okay, like this whole like. I was walking through like the whole Xbox One history and I was looking at a couple of the things that pop up. I was like, this is kind of cool. And then I got to the end of the line and it's like there's like two little things that you can hop on, like two little platforms, and was like the Xbox Series X and one with nothing on it. And I went on it. I was like, my Xbox museum. I was like, for me. I was like, Connor's gonna love this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, so have fun with that one.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was really, really cool.
That's awesome.
It is.
I will be doing that tonight.
Yeah, and it came out of like nowhere as well. This came out of like absolutely nowhere. They were just kind of like, oh yeah, here you go. Like, wait, this is for us. You know, like
I don't see fucking PS doing anything like that, do you?
Yeah, no, like it just kind of came out of nowhere, and like the amount of work this must have taken, because the ability to be able to take all of the data from all of the Xboxes for 20 years, just all of it, and be able to condense it into one little platform is amazing. It's awesome.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I still find it funny that, because that would be said, oh, I don't see PS doing that. PS, I don't even think use the phrase for the players anymore.
Do you know?
I don't think so. I think it's play has no limits, which is still a fucking irony, because they're the most exclusive people, so they are limiting everything. They are limiting play, so fuck them. That's unreal. That's what that is that awesome. Exact reason. This whole Xbox museum is the exact reason why I much prefer the Xbox community.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's no shadow of a doubt anymore. That is why.
Yeah, 100%. No, well, I knew you would enjoy that one.
Oh fuck yeah! That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. But yeah, so you have awards, is it?
Yeah, we had the Golden Joysticks Awards.
Okay.
I'll try to say that sentence again.
Okay.
We have the Golden Joystick Awards of 2021, which is just, an award thing, just to recognise some good, brilliant achievements in games, stuff like that. We'll probably end on this as well, because we are dying here.
Yeah.
But I'll quickly run through a few of them, but there's one major one I can't fucking wait to get to. I'll say we got Best Storytelling.
Okay.
And Life is Strange True Colors won that.
Okay.
And that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that
seems about right, honestly. Because it's a Life is Strange game. They have awesome stories.
Oh yeah.
God, 2 still sticks with me.
Oh yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh.
That ending.
Like we got we got one particular ending. And we were like, damn.
We got one ending, and then we looked
up the other endings. Then we looked up one. But then we're like, hang on. If we did that ending, will what I wanted from the beginning episode happen? And it did, and I've never been happy.
Yeah. Like just the ability for them to like have so many endings is just so impressive. Because like you can get like, let's say, ending X, but like you can only get that if you did certain things throughout the whole episodes, not just at the end. Like it's the way you like did you keep your brother from like doing bad things, and like you kept him in line and this and that, and then he doesn't like murder people. It's just awesome. Yeah, so I really want to play that game.
Yeah. We'll get to it at some point.
Yeah.
But the best multiplayer game, which I'm impressed to actually see isn't an online multiplayer game, is It Takes Two. So that got best multiplayer game of the year. So
okay, I can see that.
It's a big testament to how. Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's a big testament to how a co-op game can definitely still make it in this world.
Oh yeah, and wow, that is quite cool. I wouldn't be surprised if they would have given it to like Warzone again or some shit like that.
No, was that it? Did that win the Joystick last year?
Yeah.
That was a question, but anyway. Best audio was won by Resident Evil Village, which I can't really comment on. I don't know. Audios is a weird one to win.
Audios is a weird one to win. Yeah.
Best visual design was won by Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which the game looks beautiful and fun. So yeah. I can see that one. Best game expansion. They really look to award anything and everything, don't they?
An award for an expansion. Okay.
I've heard of it, and I can see why, in fairness, because doing so would make more people want to like put effort into their expansions. Now the people who won this one was Ghost of Tsushima, Iki Island expansion. Hope I pronounced that right. It's only 3 letters, but it still scared me. Like, I'm sure it's good, but I remember back in the day of good expansion passes and stuff like that. Really, just have like the old Fallout expansions were awesome.
Yeah.
Like they added like entire new games to it pretty much, and then Oblivion added new areas, and the expansion passes meant something back then. But nowadays they still do, but it's kind of like an assumption that you're gonna get them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
True.
this is mobile game of the year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, League of Legends Wild Rift. No idea what it is. Now, we'll move on from that. The next one gives me a little bit of umbrage,
Okay.
which is annoyance. And it is best gaming hardware.
Okay.
Want to take a guess?
I'm gonna say PS5.
Yeah, it is. Why it's that is a little bit beyond me.
Yeah, I don't know that why that is, because everything I've heard is that Xbox is just that bit more powerful. They're kind of on the same page, but
But
they're pretty much
still,
on, like,
if it's
Xbox is just that bit more.
but like, there's been more references to games working on Xbox over PS5.
Yeah.
Like with Battlefield Beta, it worked better on Xbox and such like that. So the fact that there's examples of Xbox running better than PS5, this just shows it's a popularity contest.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Now I say that now, so when we get down to the bottom three bottom three things, then you'll see that there's a little bit of a change in that.
Okay.
Anyway, best indie game is Death's Door. I actually haven't heard of it, but if it's
Okay.
best indie game, fucking go for it. Studio of the year was Capcom. I'm sure it has. I'm not really sure what happened in it. Now, best performer. This is the biggest, and I'm going to say the word that I may have to censor because people apparently don't like it. It is the biggest simp award I've ever fucking seen, and it's Maggie Robertson, who plays Lady Dimitrescu. Definitely butchered that name, but it's Lady D from Resident Evil 8, who's that big 8-foot tall woman. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That.
Yeah, the tick bitties, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a simple award.
Yeah. When that came out, everyone was like crazy about this character, and I never understood it. I never understood the whole like hype for it.
So worried.
It just was everywhere. It was scary.
Everywhere.
Like this woman is quite terrifying, and everyone's like, "Oh, yes." It's like, wait a minute.
Oh, hang on. What?
Wait, back up. We're not scared.
we're with that. Now I'm scared.
Yeah. Okay. That's a weirdo one.
Breakthrough award, which I assume is like a debut type of thing or a first like big game. Is Housemark. I haven't heard of it.
I haven't heard of it either.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it. Best game community is Final Fantasy 14, which I think is a little bit of a cheating because they brought it back with I think it was Endwalker or something like that. Oh, I guess something I never mentioned. My favorite architects, the lead singer sings in the song for Endwalker.
Oh really? Yeah.
I was fucking blown away. I was like, this is the closest I'm going to get to him singing an anime opening. I was like, fuck yeah. That's also the Still Playing Award was also won by Final Fantasy 14, so there you are. Next one's a bit weird, actually. Our PC Game of the Year was Hitman 3.
Oh, that is weird.
I was convinced Valheim was pretty big. Was that this year? It feels like it was this year.
Yeah, I think so.
Valheim I thought was this year, so I'm surprised not to see that up there.
Yeah, and like Hitman 3 was, from what I heard anyway, it was good, but it wasn't as good as the other ones.
I don't know. That's the thing. I definitely heard it was good. I never heard anything bad about it, which is a testament to Hitman series. Hitman is fucking going.
Oh, like, it's always banged them out, you know.
Yeah, in fairness to them.
Yeah,
I think it's a series that we don't give enough credit to.
No.
So to see it winning the PC Game of the Year is understandable, but then like I saw a lot more about like Valheim and stuff like that. But that might have been last year, and there might be something there, but I don't know.
I feel like that was this year.
I feel like it was this year.
Yeah,
but then again, my entire concept of time.
2nd, 2021. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but then I'm a bit amazed that Valheim wasn't up there for that. Even if it didn't get the video game community, I'm surprised it didn't get that one.
Yeah, that is a weird one.
Yeah. And Nintendo Game of the Year was Metroid Dread, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because Metroid Dread was a big release. Xbox Game of the Year was Psychonauts 2. Yeah, it's a relatively new one that came out, so I was surprised to see it there. I'm sure there's probably a few other ones, but that was a very, very anticipated release. So yeah, I'll accept it there.
Yeah.
Unless you can think of any other Xbox games that came out that you would have thought would have been more deserving, but I can't really, in fairness.
I would have said Halo, but it's not out yet.
Yeah, it's a beta and it's only a multiplayer thing,
Yeah.
so yeah. PlayStation Game of the Year was Resident Evil Village, so even all your fucking all your exclusives couldn't even make. Yeah, but that's funny because PC Game of the Year isn't exclusive because like you don't really have them on PC. Nintendo Game of the Year isn't exclusive. Xbox Game of the Year isn't exclusive. PlayStation Game of the Year is not exclusive.
Yeah,
that is fucking hilarious to me.
What was their exclusive this year? Did they have any big names?
So wasn't Miles Morales?
No, I think that was last year. They had Ratchet and Clank, Deathloop, and Return.
I mean,
at least Ratchet and Clank, like.
I mean, he's Ratchet and Clank, but no, Resident Evil Village apparently. Like that's fucking funny to me.
That is funny.
But it's cool to see that. It's cool to see Resident Evil still pulling its weight.
Oh yeah,
in the world. Even
it's still up there. You know, kind of like a big name there. It's always going to be there.
Yeah. Now, as I said, like when we hit what was it? The best gaming hardware PS5. That looked like it was just a
popularity contest.
What you call it? A popularity contest. We got to them. It literally looked otherwise because like again, Psychonauts 2 winning it.
Yeah.
For Xbox, Metroid Dread winning for that, and Resident Evil Village winning for that. So these next few ones, excuse me, are definitely gonna buck what I think is the whole like popularity contest. Because most wanted game, I'll give you one guess because you only need one guess.
Most wanted game, probably Halo.
Most wanted game, no,
most
Elden Ring
game.
Fuck yes, Elden Ring was up there as the most wanted. Because Halo's technically already out. Elden Ring, you dumbass. Get your fucking.
That's on me.
Your thing. That is on you.
That's my bad.
And your connection, because I just started ranting about it while that connection went to shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elden Ring has won the most wanted game. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, no, definitely. That is definitely the most anticipated game by far.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Any PS or Xbox exclusive or a Nintendo, like that has become the want.
Definitely. Yeah. When that like was announced and the whole like trailer and the whole thing, it was. Did we see anything else being as hyped as that?
Nah, ever.
No.
Even Halo, even Battlefield or COD, all of them was just
See, I don't even think they even like believed that themselves it was going to be this big. Like they knew it was going to be big and they knew all that, but just it really did take over, like, and everyone was just like, "Yep, I'm fucking getting this."
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So then, we have Critics' Choice Award.
Okay, Critics' Choice Awards.
You know it? You won't get it. It's Deathloop.
Deathloop. Okay.
Can't really go any more into that. They're critics, so
Yeah, they're critics. Yeah,
let's move on.
Right, are they?
No, so now the Ultimate Game of the Year Award.
Oh boy.
Of 2021.
Oh boy.
Want to guess?
No. Probably Resident Evil, is it?
Yeah, it's Resident Evil, yeah.
Best game of
Good
the
guess.
year, though.
Yeah,
I guess I could see
the
it.
only one.
In a way.
I can see it. Do not get me wrong. I can like of how much it bolstered the game community. I can see it, but like my then next question is, can you think of one that would take over from it? I can't.
That's the thing. Like it's such a like. It's like really Resident Evil, but what about yeah, there's nothing else.
Oh, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't really say anything else because like. Okay, Far Cry 6 was good, but like not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't anything other than that. I guess.
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
It's a weird one, but it also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a weird one. We were like, damn, cool. No.
Yeah.
Best ultimate hardware of all time award.
Of all time.
Yes.
Right, I think PC won that one, was it?
Yeah. PC definitely won that one. A fucking good reason.
For sure, yeah.
Of all time, of course. If it was if Xbox was up there, I'd be like, all right, nah. If Nintendo was up there, I'd be like, nah. If PS5 was up there, I'd tell you get the fuck out of my area. But like PC being up there, absolutely. There's no question.
Yeah.
Of all time, it spanned generations.
Oh yeah, it's generational. Like you can't say like as good as like the old PlayStations were good and like the 360 was good. Like you can't have 360 now and still play what you're playing, you know. But a PC, like okay, you won't have the same PC, but like it's still PC at the end of the day, you know. So like yeah, 100%.
And like my graphics card was released, I think in I don't think it was 2015. It might be 2019. But still, since then, another Xbox came out.
Yeah.
So no, actually, I think mine was. Mine I think was 2015, 1660. So mine came out a good few years ago, and it's still able to play these games nowadays. So I'm like, of course, it transcends multiple years, but I have to switch them out every now and again for the Xbox and new consoles. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely not the most budget friendly. But definitely the
fuck no.
Definitely the one that definitely generational.
But now
oh we're getting down to it.
the ultimate game of all time.
Oh no.
Do you know what it is?
I feel like there should only be one answer.
You cut out. Give me a second.
And
do you know what it is?
I didn't hear what it was, but I want to say is it this is the only acceptable answer unless I'm forgetting one. I think it should be Halo.
That's what you think of all time?
Yeah.
It's Dark Souls.
Okay.
It's 100% Dark Souls.
And
I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah, that's okay. I accept that one. Yeah, I accept Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the one that came to mind was like it has to be Halo. But if there's one that like you can say that I could agree with, yeah, definitely Dark Souls. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. It's Dark Souls. Even if the Elder Scrolls was up there, I would have been like, okay, maybe. Like it definitely doesn't transcend. Like I can't go back and play Oblivion anymore. I can't play that. I can't play Morrowind. Oh, holy hell.
Yeah.
With Halo, even with that, it's like okay, 2 had its issues, but then you have 5.
Yeah.
As well. So I'm like, no. And even like PS games, even COD, anything, no. Then once you see Dark Souls, you're like,
yeah.
Okay, it has Dark Souls 2, but that has its own like charm to it, I guess. But fuck.
No, yeah.
Being the ultimate game of all time, Dark Souls 1. Could not have been happier. Excellent story, revolutionized its own brand of gaming, like really became this type of what's the phrase, just kind of pedestalized, just this is what a game, like a difficult game could be. And like I've never seen a community more dedicated to a game. I think if Dark Souls 1 came out this year, it would have won best game community, because I'm yet to find a game community who is more dedicated to their craft than the Dark Souls thing. Again, I've watched a fan-made documentary about the story of Dark Souls 1 and I loved every single second of it. It is beautiful. So to see this up there, is just amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like it definitely deserves it. It's definitely a fantastic, not just a fantastic game, Dark Souls 1, but just the whole franchise itself is amazing. Ah, yeah, that is very deserving of that.
Oh, absolutely.
But
but the fact that
yeah,
it itself has formed its style of
that's what I was
game
gonna
into
say,
being
yeah.
called a Souls-like game. Yeah. So you're gonna go
Yeah, I
for
was
it.
gonna
Yeah.
say that,
No,
yeah.
the fact that that's why it's up there.
Yeah, it's not just a game on its own, standalone, fantastic. It literally has created its own like genre, for lack of a better word. Like it's literally like whenever a game dark, gritty, hard looks like that, it's literally like, oh, this is like a Dark Souls-esque game. You know,
Yeah.
it's always, and it has been for a long time. Like last week or 2 weeks ago when we talked about Liza P, it was literally like, oh, this is a Dark Souls-esque game. Like it literally has created its own thing. Yeah, for sure. This is definitely definitely deserves that award.
Oh, so delightful.
Yeah. In fairness, now usually for most award shows we usually disagree with a lot of them, but for the majority of those we couldn't really argue with those. That was actually a good set of awards.
Yeah, now I think the main reason for that is because these are based off fan voting and stuff like that. So PS5 winning gaming hardware, it's obvious that it's from fan voting.
Yeah, you go well. Yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah, but so like
Well,
the rest of
everything
them,
else seems
seeing all that, you're like, yeah, because that's why Critics' Choice Award is so funny. That it's Deathloop, because like no one picked it for anything else.
Yeah,
it was like, yeah, Deathloop.
That's such a critic thing
No?
to choose, isn't it? Deathloop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
well, well, decent awards. In fairness, there wasn't that many games this year anyway. I think next year it'll be a tougher set to choose from.
I still think Elden Ring is gonna win though.
Yeah, unless it like really flops, which I don't think so. But see, then again, we say Elden Ring now, but like knowing the PS community, they'll probably absolutely just vote for God of War and just.
Holy hell! How did I forget about that? Apparently, it's also been confirmed. Like it's pretty much confirmed that the Elder Scrolls is just going to be an Xbox exclusive.
Oh yeah, they said that. Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't said it on this.
Oh, we haven't said it on this. Yeah. They've confirmed, or pretty much confirmed at this stage.
Pretty much confirmed.
Oh yeah, that what's it? No, it's not Skyrim. You said it. Elder Scrolls. 6.
Oops.
Will be just Xbox, which I find that really funny, because they were like, oh no, like all the PS people were like, oh no, like we're gonna get it too. Like they can't do that to us. We've been waiting forever. Oh no, they can, and they have. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant.
Anyway, we should end it there to stop our things from breaking more, because it's going to be hell to edit anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so so make sure to follow us on Instagram at the Screen Age, where we post movie reviews, and follow our TikTok, where we post funny clips from the podcast and our Let's Plays and other games that we play on our free time. And yeah, follow the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you can find it. And that's it. Bye bye.